Hey, what's good? It's Connor, leaving Monteverde right now. Just getting my last gorgeous views in. And today I'm gonna head down to the Pacific coast, probably to a beach town called Jaco. Hey, quick update time. I'm here in Quepos, still on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica, and today I went to Manuel Antonio National Park in the morning. This freaking amazing, beautiful, like one of the most clear visions of paradise that I've really seen on this trip. Insane, completely clean jungle, right up against white sandy beaches with green cliffs and blue water. Truly, truly beautiful. And lots of animals. Last couple of days I've been hanging out with some new friends, and so I haven't been filming a lot, haven't really been doing any updates, but that was really, really nice. Today I've had to say goodbye to them, so back on my own for now. Still kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I guess relatively soon I'll be crossing the border into Panama. I gotta decide if I want to see one or two more parks here before I do that. Traveling in the low season is awesome because when you book a dorm bed, oftentimes you get the whole dormitory to yourself. This is like, I don't know, the 4th or 5th time in the last couple of months where I'm literally the only person in like an 8-person dorm. I'm now in a town called Puerto Jimenez on the Osa Peninsula here in Costa Rica. This peninsula is rad. It contains 2.5% of the world's biodiversity in a little peninsula that is 25 by 30 miles wide. It's tiny and has so many freaking animals. And it's got a national park called Corcovado, but you can only enter with a guide. I'm not really trying to spend that money right now, it's quite expensive. So instead, I'm just gonna drive down to the most remote area of it and just start walking around. There's some trails there. And you know, the animals don't know where the parks end and where they begin. So hopefully I'll see some cool stuff. Good morning. We are in the jungle here on the Osa Peninsula. I've just parked the bike right here, and I'm gonna follow this road down to the Centro de Conservación Great Gund, the Great Gund Conservation Center. It's about 3.5 kilometers down this road, and didn't do any research. I have no idea what it is, but this part of the jungle I like. I just saw a wild, I think it was a tapir, just walking along the road, and then, you know, this just feels like a good spot to do a bit of hiking. So yeah, more updates later. This is one of the craziest trees I've ever seen. It's got like some type of tripod structure instead of just a normal trunk. and then it just rises up and it looks kind of like a palm. But even its like tripod legs have spines. Really cool. Never seen something like this. Okay, looks like we maybe made it. There's the center sign. We'll see. Okay, this looks like the end of my walk in this direction. This is very clear. It says private property. Gives you a phone number if you want to call and maybe enter. So yeah. Okay, way up there, I'm pretty sure I see a spider monkey, which is one of the 4 monkeys you can find here, and one of 2 that I hadn't seen yet. So that's pretty sweet. He's pretty high up there. I don't think it's gonna show up on the camera. The other monkey I'm looking for is called a squirrel monkey, and it's really small. Well, I just got really lucky. After I got to the end of the way, I ran into a Swiss couple and a guide, and they started heading down a trail. There was like one trail heading out from there, and so I gave them like a 10-minute head start, and then I followed them because I didn't want to intrude on their tour, you know, that they paid for. But then I caught up to them, and they didn't want me to pass them because the guide said, you know, I might scare away some of the animals, so they just let me join them. And then I just walked with them for like, I don't know, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We went down to the bottom of the trail where the guide has built a little house, and he maintains that trail. So we saw peccaries. That was the main really cool thing we saw. We saw some monkeys, some spider monkeys, and we saw a snake, some lizards, and just incredible foliage and trees. So got really lucky. That was really nice. Connor here again. We have reached a river and we're trying to decide if we should ford it. We've hit a couple of smaller ones on the way, but this is the biggest one. But we see someone else. Hola. Wow. Here I was about to say how scared I was of this river crossing, and the locals just hit it like it's nothing. So I think that means I should do it, right? What's the worst thing that happens? I drop my bike, I get soaking wet picking it up. I'll live. Made it over that river, and now I'm on the most insane beach ever. Check this out! Also, I got chased by a little yappy ass dog. The longest chase I've ever had with a dog. It was probably coming after me for like 20 seconds. But luckily I escaped across another river, and he was left behind. Yup, we're on an airstrip next to the jungle and next to the beach. Man, this place feels mystical. It is incredible.